Okay, so what I did for this one is I went back to the first video I sent that has like the definition of the centroid and incenter and orthocenter and whatever the other one was. But I looked at the, like, just the centroid part, because that it said that S is the centroid of this triangle. And it looks like a centroid is something that goes from a vertex to the midpoint of the next line segment. So since it's the midpoint, we know that like those two are congruent, these two are congruent, and these two are congruent. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I guessed that that was V and W based on the information because your thumb was over it or your fingers or whatever. So looking at, this is what the problem gave you. I kind of plotted it all out. So we know if RS is 4, according to the centroid video, this line segment is 1/3 of the total line segment. So then this would be the other 2/3. So basically the small one times 2 is the large one, is what I took from that. So then I could, once I knew that, I could figure out that that was 8. And then the VW, again, I guess that that's where those two were, so check that on your paper, is 6. And since V is the midpoint, we know that that one is 6. And then in V, if we know the total of NV is 9, then we can figure out 1/3 of 9 is 3, 2/3 of 9 is 6. And then in R is 9, so we know that RW is also 9, because it's the midpoint. And then SW right there is 12, so then we know the whole line segment would be 18 because 2/3 is 12 and 1/3 is 6. Whew. Okay, so now to figure out in T, this one right here, I just used Pythagorean theorem. So 8 squared plus 6 squared equals that, which came out to 100, and then the square root of 100 is 10. So then 5 and 5, because Q is the midpoint there. And then this, I hope you're not getting graded on this, because I think these are the answers. Again, not sure if it's true, but I just took what I learned about the centroid and midpoints and tried to label everything I could on here. So check me on that based on when you watch the video, but I'm pretty sure that's it.